This recording lasts for approximately half an hour. It's an exercise in progressive relaxation, and for most people it will induce an altered state of consciousness, a state that you might refer to as meditation or hypnosis. The two are very similar, and both are a response in the nervous system where a number of changes take place. There are 5 in particular. 1 is the body relaxes quite deeply. 2, the senses become more alert. Things like ringing the phone or a door shutting can be a little more jarring. Thirdly, metabolism drops, and it drops more than it does in sleep, and it drops much earlier than it would in sleep. Fourthly, brain waves change from our ordinary everyday walking around beta waves, which on electroencephalograph show up beating somewhere around 12 to 20 beats a second. They change from beta waves to alpha waves, which are a little slower, in the neighborhood of 8 to 12 beats a second. And fifthly, the subconscious mind comes more to the fore, and we become more receptive and more responsive to suggestion. For almost everybody, this experience will be very relaxing and quite enjoyable. Now, I suggest that you do not listen to this if you are driving your car or operating any dangerous equipment. Also, if you're interrupted, my suggestion is that you slowly open your eyes and stand up if you have to, or come back. I'm thinking if a doorbell rings or somebody enters the room. Now, ideally, you would prevent all that sort of thing by disconnecting telephones, advising people in the house that you're not to be disturbed because you're meditating, that sort of thing. Anyway, come back slowly if you have that opportunity. It'll be a little less jarring. Now, when we get probably about 2/3 of the way through this recording, I will just stop talking and leave you with the opportunity to entertain some affirmations, some visualizations, or to just deepen the state yourself. And I'll explain that when we get there. So for now, I'd like you to sit comfortably, and by that I mean no slouching. It's important that the spinal column be straight, that feet are on the floor, and I guess you can put your hands on your lap or beside you, wherever it's comfortable. And don't cross anything. No crossed arms or ankles, that sort of thing. Although if you can sit in the lotus position, by all means do so, because you've got a great tripod there with your tailbone and 2 knees touching the ground. And that seems to work quite well. If you prefer to lie down, that's fine. The only risk with lying down is that you might fall asleep. And if you do, that's possibly because your body needs the sleep. And if it's later in the day, that's more likely to happen, I guess. So the worst thing that can happen is that you might fall asleep, and that's probably a benefit, except it isn't meditation. In any event, I think we're ready to start. So I'd like you to close your eyes and sit comfortably, and then take a deep breath and really blow out all the CO2 and everything. Empty your lungs as much as you can, and then take another one in, and then let it out, and then just listen to my voice. Now, I'd like you to imagine you're standing at the top of a stairway, and this is a stairway that goes down for 10 steps and hits the floor. Just a little expansive floor at the bottom. But it's a beautiful stairway. It's lit with skylights, sunshine coming through. There's railings on either side, vegetation around. It's just a really nice stairway. Now, as you're standing there, I want to tell you that I'm going to start counting down from 10 right down to 0. And when I get to 0, you will be very deeply relaxed, more deeply relaxed than you've probably been in a long, long time. So with each count that I say, I'd like you to imagine that you are stepping down one stair on that stairway. And with each step you make, you relax more. So you're standing now up at step number 10 at the top of the staircase, and you go down to 9. And as you do, you feel yourself relaxing. 8, relaxing more. 7, going deeper. 6, deeper and deeper. 5, deeper yet. 4, very deeply relaxed. 3, deeper and deeper. 2, 1, and 0. More deeply relaxed than you've been in a long, long time. Now, if you look straight ahead, you'll see a large double door. Now, if you can't see the door, that's fine. Just pretend it's there. If you can see the door, notice some of the workings on the door, the hinges, the knobs. Just take in some of the detail. Now, on the other side of this door is a beautiful room. It's something like a sanctuary. When you go in there, your level of relaxation goes significantly deeper. This is a room where you can just get away in your imagination anytime you wish. It's well appointed, nice furnishings, nice carpeting, artwork, that sort of thing. Just a really comfortable room with a nice energy, ambiance. So you walk over and out of that double door, you open it up, step through, close it behind you, and just take in the various features. Now, as you look around, you'll notice towards the back of the room there is a chair. And this is an amazing chair. You can recline, you can sit upright. It has been engineered and designed specifically for you. It will hold you and support you perfectly. And when you sit in it, your level of relaxation will double. So I'd like you now to go over and sit in that chair and just feel how well it supports you and allows you to relax even deeper. Now, as you're sitting in that chair, I'd like you to imagine that about 1 meter above your head is a round ball of shimmering white light. It's about the size of a soccer ball, and it's just hovering there. This ball of light is a friendly light. It's a healing light, and it has the ability to absorb any stress, any tension, and to replace it with deep, deep relaxation. So now this ball of light begins slowly to descend down towards the top of your head, and it comes to rest just about 1 inch or so above your head, and you can already begin to feel a gentle warmth emanating from it, and it just feels very good. The light now actually descends further and touches the top of your head, and it begins slowly to melt from the crown of your head down the sides, the back, over your forehead. And as it travels, it absorbs any stress, any tension, any anxiety, and you can feel the muscles of your face and your skull giving up any of that stress and just relaxing deeper and deeper. So the light comes down now over your eyes and your ears, relaxing as it goes, over your mouth, over your chin and jaw, so that the light now covers your entire head. And it just feels very, very good. And you can feel the facial muscles just relaxing very, very deeply. The light comes down your throat and your neck, and at the base of your neck on the shoulders, where a lot of stress and tension normally can reside. The light just absorbs it all and leaves that area very deeply relaxed. The light comes down now over your shoulders, your upper arms. You can feel those muscles relaxing. It comes down over your elbows, absorbing all the stress as it goes. It comes down over your forearms and your wrists, your hands and fingers. And you can feel your forearms and hands getting heavier with the deep relaxation that's setting in. Those hands are so content because they're so relaxed, they don't want to move. They're just very happy to be in this state. Now the light comes down further over your chest, your upper back. It comes down over your lower abdomen, your lower back, down to your waist, so that your entire upper body now is encased in this beautiful light that's shimmering and pulsating and absorbing all the stress and tension and just allowing you to relax even more. The light begins to proceed down further over your hips, and you can feel those big joints giving up all the stress and tension. It comes down over your legs, and you can feel the big quadricep muscles and the hamstrings relaxing very, very deeply. Light comes down over the knees. And as it comes down your calves and shins, you might even feel a little tingle of energy as the relaxation is setting in. And the light comes down over your ankles, your feet, your toes, and it touches the ground around you and the chair, surrounding you completely in this white, shimmering, pulsating, magical light. And as the light is covering your body, it begins to permeate into your body. It goes into every muscle, every bone, every organ, every tissue, every cell of your body, into the molecules, the atoms, all the tiny particles, so that the light, with every pulsation, is working to remove any stress, any tension, and to leave you totally relaxed. The light also has some properties where if you have any area in your body that is injured or is in some way painful, for many of you, you will notice that the pain and discomfort is easing up and maybe even being eliminated as the light pulsates and does its magic. Now, as you're sitting there allowing the light to work its magic, without having to move a muscle other than your eyes, you can look up and you can easily see a track on the ceiling. And this track goes across the room to the other side where there is a movie screen attached to it. And the movie screen starts to advance, coming towards you, so that when it gets to you, it'll be perfectly positioned. You won't have to move a muscle, and you can see it very, very easily. So it comes up to you now, and it stops a comfortable distance from you, maybe 10 or 12 feet or so, and it's very easy for you to see it in its entirety. Now, in a few minutes, or just a few minutes, I'm going to stop talking. But this is an opportunity now for you to engage in any affirmations that you might wish to. And you can use the movie screen to see yourself having achieved whatever the goal is that you are going to employ in your affirmation. For example, if you wanted to lose some weight and achieve a certain weight, you might say to yourself something like, and this is a very common affirmation that you can use for a lot of things. You can say, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And if your goal is to be a certain weight, the idea is that you see yourself on the screen having achieved that weight. And you employ the senses and the emotions. So you see yourself perhaps dancing, moving, playing a sport, just enjoying that new body weight. See yourself fitting in clothes that you would like. Maybe see yourself on the beach looking good. But have fun with it. The subconscious mind is very active now that you are so deeply relaxed, and it loves movies. So you create a movie of you achieving whatever your goal is. It might be a new car, so see yourself driving it. Feel the surge of the engine. Feel the rush of the wind going by. Smell the new car smell. Employ as much of your senses and emotions as you can, and see it as already having been achieved. And you can still, for that goal or any goal, you can say every day and every way, I'm getting better and better. And you can define better as achieving a weight, becoming a non-smoker, driving the car of your choice, whatever. Now, if through this period where I stop talking, you want to employ that idea of affirmations with visualization, that's fine. And if you don't, then what you might consider doing is just focusing your attention on your breath. That's the way that you by yourself can induce the meditative response in the nervous system. For most of you, it's already induced through my talking and the scenarios I've laid out. However, if you were just meditating on your own, you would sit down and you might start focusing on your breath. It's a common way to meditate. Now, if you're like most people, your mind will start to move off the breath onto all the chatter and nonsense of the day. And that's normal. So you don't beat yourself up. You just catch yourself when you notice your mind is on that. And you bring your attention back to your breathing. Now, something that'll help you keep your mind on your breathing, you might refer to it almost as training wheels, is the idea of using a word in conjunction with your breath. Possibly 2 words would be appropriate. What I've found many of my students prefer are the words in and out. So when they breathe in, they just think the word in. And when they exhale, they think the word out. They don't say it or whisper it, they just think it very subtly. Now you can use other words. You could use 1, 2, 1, 2. Some people use let go, let go. Some people use just the word love, love, love when they're breathing in, out. So having a word helps you to keep your mind on the breath. In time, when you become a master meditator, you can drop the word and you can probably keep your attention on your breath. But most of us aren't master meditators the first few times out. So the words really help. As I say, something like training wheels. So now I'm going to be quiet for about 3 or 4 minutes and just let you play with either affirmations, visualizations, or both, or neither. And if neither, try putting your attention on your breath and employing different words. See how it works. It'll likely deepen the level of relaxation that you're in now. So you go ahead and I will just do something else for a few minutes. Okay, that's, I think, a little over 3.5 minutes. I'd like you to imagine now that light that has been working all this time is beginning to lift up from around your feet and the base of the chair, and it's starting to work its way up slowly over your feet and your ankles, and it's coming upward on your shins and your calves up to your knees, leaving your lower legs and feet deeply relaxed, but feeling strong, energized. The light comes up over your knees, up over your upper legs, up over your hips to your waist, such that your entire lower body now is very deeply relaxed, but feeling good, feeling strong, feeling energetic. The light travels up your lower abdomen, up your lower back, over your chest, up your upper back to your shoulders, leaving all the muscles of your torso deeply relaxed, feeling strong. The light lifts off your fingers, your hands, over your wrists, and it comes up over your forearms to your elbows, and your hands and lower arms feel very deeply relaxed, and really so much so that they're very heavy, and that's just as you want them, very deeply relaxed. The light comes up over your elbows, your upper arms, up over your shoulders, and it comes up to your neck and throat so that everything below the neck is deeply, deeply relaxed, but feeling strong and energetic. The light now comes up your throat and neck, up over your jaw, mouth, over your nostrils, your ears, your eyes, up over your forehead, the temples at the side of your head and the back of your head, such that it resumes its round shape in the form of a ball, and it rises up about a foot or so above your head, and it just hovers there. And you'll notice that your body entirely feels very deeply relaxed, but there is a strength and an energy there that's just relaxed and waiting. And as the ball hovers there above you, you realize that this is something that you can summon back anytime you wish. Anytime you're meditating or just sitting quietly, you can close your eyes and imagine the ball to be there. And if you do, it will melt as you wish it to over your entire body, progressively relaxing everything. So now that you know that that's the case, the ball just rises up into the distance and disappears. Now, as you can summon that ball of light back anytime you wish, you can also induce the same state of deep relaxation yourself. And the way you do it is just as I said, you focus on your breath. So you would sit in an upright position. You would close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and then focus your attention on your breath, employing the words that help you to stick your attention on your breath. And each time your mind wanders, you just bring it back again to your breath. And in a matter of a few minutes, it'll vary by individual, and with more practice it'll be quicker, but you will elicit that meditation response of the nervous system, and you will be meditating. And then as you're meditating, and as you feel you want to, you can bring back the ball of light if you wish. You can imagine yourself going down the stairs and into that beautiful room. And you can employ your affirmations and images and visualizations on the screen. All of those things you can do yourself. You can also do them with my voice. That's your choice. And different folks, different strokes. So anyway, realizing you can do all of that now, I'd like you to, in your imagination again, get up from the chair, walk over to the doors, open them, step through, close them behind you, and walk over to the stairway. Now, in just a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And at the count of 10, you'll find yourself at the top of the stairs, completely emerged from this rested, altered state of consciousness, feeling rested, refreshed, completely relaxed. So I'm going to count from 1 to 10, and I'd like you to imagine yourself stepping up a stair with each count. And as I say, when you get to 10, you'll be fully emerged now from this state of deep relaxation that you'll be in. You'll be able to go out and drive a car and be in total waking attention and in great shape, but you'll be feeling rested, relaxed, and strong. You'll also notice that tonight you're going to have a wonderful sleep. It'll be deep, restful, and upon awakening, you'll be ready to take on the world. So now you take your first step, 1, and you're beginning now to emerge from this deep relaxation. 2, you can feel the energy flowing back into your entire body. 3, your head is becoming perfectly clear. 4, your mind is clear and alert. 5, you will have found this to have been a pleasant and rewarding experience. 6, you're feeling relaxed, energized, and powerful. 7, you're feeling wonderful in every way. 8, soon you'll be fully emerged from this deep relaxation. 9, you're emerging now. You can begin to slowly open your eyes. And 10, you're fully emerged. Your eyes can now fully open, and you feel perfectly relaxed, at peace, and complete. Welcome back. So hope you enjoyed it. And if you do this on a regular basis, you'll find your life will change, and very much for the positive. So bye for now.